So settle back and enjoy baseball tonight from Florida Ballpark. And the first pitch thrown right in there at 6:32 Eastern Time. And strike one to Caden Wallace. Wallace hitting .321, has hit 5 home runs and 31 RBI, which leads the Razorbacks. 7 tied for 7th in the league.
I'll tell you, Vic, a guy that can get on base, .424 on base percentage. He makes the team go. He's the team captain.
Got a piece of it to stay alive.
See, that's a nice, free and easy 98 miles an hour for Sproat. But you got to remember, you can't straight challenge him here 0-2. You got to move it around. Way ahead in the count.
Wallace with a 9-game hitting streak. 15 base hits in his last 39 trips. That's a .385 average. With 2 for 4 last night, a home run, and also reaching by hit by pitch. And a breaking ball. See you later. And that's how the game starts for Brandon Sprout.
It's funny, he threw him a high changeup to pitch before, and he thought he was getting the same pitch, and that thing just took a direct turn to the right from the hitter's perspective. Absolutely froze him. Great start, and there's a leadoff guy that does not get on.
Sproat now with 38 strikeouts, over 33 innings of work. And here's the Arkansas left fielder, Jace Borfin. Borfin was not in the game last night. Hitting .216. A couple of home runs. He got both of them against Central Arkansas earlier in the week. 8 RBI.
Transfer from Oklahoma.
So Sprout has gotten ahead 0-2 on the first 2 hitters. The Gators come into this game, Nick, with an ERA in league play of 8.07. And he paints the inside corner for another strikeout.
This is huge. You see Sproat, he knew it right away. Got a little 2-seam run on that pitch. Caught the corner, and he's fired up. Watch this thing.
Now defensively for the Gators, Wyatt Langford, Judd Fabian, Sterling Thompson in the outfield. The infield has Derek Fabian, Josh Rivera, Colby Halter, and Kendrick Callow. And behind the plate, the catcher B.T. Ryopel and Brandon Sproat on the hill.
Boy, he's got total command on 2 pitches right now.
Robert Moore hitting .255 for the Razorbacks with 3 home runs, 23 RBI.
And those are numbers that we're not used to seeing on Moore. He was in the middle of everything last year when they got a rally going. 17 home runs a year ago. This kid's a player.
Arkansas with 8 runs and 12 hits last night. A couple of doubles and 3 home runs. Could have been worse because the Razorbacks left 10 men on base and they struck out 11 times. Still had an 8-1 win.
Got to make a pitch right here. You got the Dangerously and Zilly on deck.
A little too much run on that one, and he lost him.
Yeah, and you know, Sully hates a 2-out walk as any coach or manager would. And you saw it right there. Breezed through the first 2 hitters, and then the dangerous Moore. But speaking of danger, Chrisley and Zilly, big power guy coming up with the wind blowing out tonight.
67 degrees at the start of the game with that wind blowing out at 19 miles an hour. Temperature will drop throughout the course of the night. Expected to get down into the low 50s here tonight. Lanzelli hitting .351. 4 homers, 18 RBI. And with 45 career home runs, makes him the 5th active home run guy in college baseball right now. Only 4 guys have hit more home runs in a career. Lanzilli playing in his 5th season after transferring in after 4 years at Wake Forest.
Yeah, 40 plus of those for Tom Walter at Wake Forest. That's a great pickup in the transfer portal. You get a guy that it's that heralded. Put him right there in the 4-hole.
A ball and a strike. Brandon Sproat averaging 83 pitches per start. He's gone on average 4 2/3 innings in each of his starts this year. This is his 8th start of the season, and he has lost his last 2 starts. Sproat has not won since March 12th against Seton Hall.
That pitch was in the most perfect spot you could throw it. Down and away, catches the corner. Now he's got him set up for either. That was a fastball. He can go outer third away on the slider or up and in the fastball.
And got running on his hands. He strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, a walk and 1 man left. The Hogs nothing, and the Gators are coming up. Well, for the Gators, here in the bottom of the 1st inning, it'll be Colby Halter leading it off, followed by the center fielder Judd Fabian and right fielder Sterling Thompson. Getting in the cleanup spot, Wyatt Langford. Batting 5th, B.T. Ryopel. Kendrick Kalilau at first base. The shortstop batting 7th, Josh Rivera. Matt Gassetti as the DH tonight hitting 8th. And Derek Fabian, the 3rd baseman, will bat 9th. And they'll face the Arkansas pitcher Hagen Smith, 6'3", 215-pound freshman from Bullard, Texas.
Just like you said, a freshman, they say he has veteran presence. Now, he will have trouble somewhere in the early innings. If you can avoid that, that would work out best for him. But the fastball, 92 to 94, he works fast. So Gator hitters better be ready. That's so important when you got a pitcher like that that's a quick tempo guy. Get that leadoff guy on each inning, slow him down. So it's paramount Gators do that tonight.
Colby Halter stepping in with a 303 average and an author of a 3-game hitting streak. He has 5 hits in his last 12 at-bats. 5 homers, 13 RBI. He's led off twice this year with a home run to start the game. Did so against LSU on March 25th and against Georgia State on February 26th. Hagen Smith averages 86.7 pitches per start and goes an average of 5 1/3 innings. 2-0 in the league, 3.71 ERA in SEC games.
You saw that pitch prior to ball 3 right there. Just missed hitting Halter in the elbow. Sometimes you just want to leave that elbow out there, especially if you've got an arm guard on there. Get on base any way you can.
Straight away, center field. Webb looking up and reaching up as that wind gets a little extra carry on the ball, and 1 away. For the Arkansas defense, Jace Morford in left, Braden Webb, you saw him in center, Chris Lanzilli in right, the infield from 3rd to 1st, Caden Wallace, Jalen Battles, Robert Moore, and Peyton Stovall. Behind the plate is Michael Turner. Hagen Smith making his 8th start of the year on the mound. Here's Judd Fabian. 0 for 3 last night. Had a walk, struck out twice. Hitting .275, but leading the league in home runs with 13.
I think he's the kind of pitcher Fabian could put a charge in and hit one out of here. Just watching him pitch early on, I think his fastball would be one that would be to Fabian's liking. The key here is to get Fabian to sit on more. And this would be the pitch right here.
So a second consecutive 3-1 count.
Boy, he got it too. Just missed it. And we've seen Judd. He's got power to right center. So anything out or third, Judd Fabian's got the power to ride it out of here, especially with the wind blowing in those alleys.
Again, fouling it back.
The wind right now is blowing out to right center. So center field to right center. Yeah, there you go. That's where you want to go with these pitches.
3-2 pitch. Popped it up. Center fielder charging in. Can't make a play. Webb gave it a try, but it's going to be a two-base hit for Judd Fabian on a blooper into shallow center field.
Field back.
Sterling Thompson, the hitter, drives one deep to center field. Webb going back and back. And he makes a sensational catch at the fence, robbing Thompson of a two-run home run. A sacrifice fly brings in Fabian, and the Gators take a 1-0 lead.
Well, definitely a top 10 nominee right there. Webb goes over, brings back a two-run homer. Big play. It's one of those plays where both teams are happy. You get your run, but Arkansas equally is happy because he brought that back into the ballpark, and not only that, he gets another out on the ledger.
There's ball driven deep into right field by Wyatt Langford, and this one is gone. Langford lofts one up into that gale force wind. A solo home run, and it is 2-0. Langford hitting his 11th home run of the year.
And we talked about it, just go with it. And he's got power at all fields. We've seen him use his power at all fields from the first weekend on. And one of the things Kevin O'Sullivan said he wanted his team to do is go with pitches. Don't try to pull everything. That's got to make Kevin O'Sullivan happy, that home run oppo.
BT Ryopel right back into the glove of Hagen Smith, retiring the side. But the Gators get a bloop and a blast here in the first inning. Florida 2 and Arkansas 0. Mick and Nick back with you at the ballpark. We go to the top of the second inning. And the Gators with a 2-0 lead, getting the second run on the home run by that man, Wyatt Langford. His 11th of the year.
The Trenton Thunder.
The Gators are second in the SEC in home runs. Florida has now hit 58 on the season. And Michael Turner leads it off for the Razorbacks here in the second inning. Arkansas catcher hitting .350. Had a big night last night. 3 hits and 5 at-bats, drove in a pair. Has 4 homers, 29 RBI for the season. Sproat threw 19 pitches in the first inning while striking out the side.
Yeah, Turner, a grad transfer from Kent State. Remember, they had that great catcher past couple of years, Casey Ovitz. One of the few catchers Ovitz was that Dave Van Horn let call his own game.
That's a good piece of hitting there. Just went right with that pitch and barreled it out to left field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, on 0-2. So let's see what Arkansas does with getting the leadoff man on. This is the 0-2 pitch. Change up. A little bit up. And watch the head and the shoulders stay on it. Yeah, hit it off the end of the bat, but the reason he did is he kept his head right on it and his shoulder in.
So now here's the center fielder, Braden Webb. Breaking ball for a strike to Webb, hitting .275, leading the Razorbacks in home runs with 8, 20 RBI. And he's got a 3-game hitting streak. Webb is 6 for his last 11. Kind of a mixed bag last night for Webb. He went 2 for 5, hit a home run, was hit by pitch, and then struck out 3 times. And the umpire says he held up at first base.
Good spot for that 0-2 slider. See where the bat went? Uh-oh, you could have rung him up on that. No question.
It was made by the veteran down there at first base, Tony Walsh. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely held up on that one. But he's got him now where he could bust him in with a fastball after a couple of those sliders.
And that runs high and tight, 3-2. Sproat on the year with 40 strikeouts now, 13 walks. A 2-0 Gator lead here in the 2nd inning. The 3-2 pitch. There's 1, and there's 2. 1-6-3. Gators turning their 20th double play of the year.
Sproat makes a great pitch. Rivera makes a spectacular turn. Now this ball, he eats him up. Great pitch. Now this throw's going to go awry unless Rivera gets a glove on it. Not only does he get a glove on it, keeps his foot on the base and makes the throw to first on the money. Outstanding play by Rivera. That's going to go look like just a regular double play in the box score. That could have been all kinds of trouble.
Gators are 6th in the league in turning double plays. They're 20th.
Think about this, Big. If he doesn't make that play, it's 1st and 3rd, nobody out.
Yeah, that's the recipe for a big inning if it doesn't come through. So 2 out, nobody aboard for the DH, Brady Slavens.
You're getting me hungry tonight with the recipes. I think we got a good recipe tonight. This is this kid right here put on a display during BP with the wind blowing out.
And Slavens is red hot too on that 4-game hitting streak with 6 hits in his last 14 at bats.
I don't know if you saw that 99 miles an hour with a little light life on that fastball by Sproat. Do we have triple digits in our graphics? We shall see.
That pitch was up and poked into right center field for a base hit. 2-out single for Slavens, who now has a 5-game hitting streak. That keeps the inning alive.
That's the pitch he has not handled, thrown correctly tonight. Sproat, it's the changeup, and twice now he's left it up, and twice he's been giving up hits on that pitch.
Shortstop Jalen Battles stepping in. And a beautiful breaking ball for strike 1.
That pitch looks good. Fastball looks good. The changeup is just a pitch that he's left up.
Battles hitting .272, went 0 for 2 last night, and that snapped his 10-game hitting streak. This one's popped up. Wind blowing it back. It's still a Kendrick Kalalau. Takes ball 1. Kalalau hitting .281, 3 homers, 15 RBI. Had one of the Gators' 3 total hits last night. It was a welcome sight for the Gators to score 2 runs in the first inning. trying to snap their 6-game SEC losing streak. And during those 6 games, the Gators are hitting just 189 against Southeastern Conference pitching. They had 37 hits, only 12 extra base hits during that time. But Kaladow draws a leadoff walk to start the second.
And there you go. Get that leadoff man on. Dave Van Horn wants to know where the pitches are. And I'll tell you this, he's letting them have it. He's giving them a lot of rope right there. Now, when the catcher has to reach over and cross his body, you're not going to get that pitch. But I think it's the pitch before the one he's talking about. And that actually unnerved Hagen Smith, because you saw his reaction when the second pitch went from 1-0 to 2-0. You could see he shrugged his shoulders, and that's one of the reasons why there's a meeting in the mound right now. And this is still going on.
Matt Hobbs, the pitching coach, out there for a while. As the home plate umpire, Jeffrey Macias, tries to speed things along.
Yeah, Macias gave Dave Van Horn a little bit of leeway there, because I don't think they were talking about the weather.
I'm not sure why, if you're a home plate umpire, you're going to engage in a conversation from 50 feet away to a guy in the dugout. You just ignore that. I don't know why you address and allow him to continue to have a dialogue. That's on the umpire right there.
And Macias said to Dave Van Horn, "Do you want to get ejected?" He actually said that to him as they were talking back and forth.
So here's Josh Rivera. Rivera hitting .280, 3 homers, 16 RBI. Nothing for 2 last night. He got off to a red-hot start in league play on the opening weekend at Alabama. He went 7 for 14. And he hits it in the right side, right through the hole. Runners at first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, he swung the bat really good on the Tuesday night game against Florida A&M, and we all know Josh has all kinds of talent. He's been streaky throughout his career here in Florida. And Kevin O'Sullivan hopes that this streak, the hot streak, is emerging right now. Nice job. He's got the whole right side open. And this is exactly what Kevin O'Sullivan was talking to his ball club. We got to go the other way. We can't be pulling everything. So the home run was opposite way. The base hit right here, opposite way.
So now Matt Gassetti, a .289 hitter, a home run, 8 RBI, but he's been hot. Gassetti, over the last 5 games, 8 for 17. And tonight, the Gators putting pressure on the Razorbacks.
They got put in the lineup on a hunch last weekend against Georgia and went 6 for 12 in that series in Athens.
He reached for that one.
All right, so Gassetti gets the sacrifice bunt here. Now, when you get the sac bunt, the last thing you want to do is show it late. Remember, your coach has made the decision. He wants you to make an out. So the element of surprise is not the issue here. What you're trying to do in this scenario, bunt the ball directly to the third baseman. Then he has to come up, and that you get the runners to move up to second and third. There you go. He's got it out early. See, when you show it early like that, you also get your bat set, you get your feet set, your balance, everything. You could follow the ball better.
Was that not a good pitch to bunt?
I like the low pitch because it does have to work for you. It's already down low to the ground.
Absolutely. And if you're trying to make an out and advance the runners, you could have pushed that ball up the first base line on that bunt. Now you've popped one up. Oh, my goodness. Off the glove of Stovall. And they're safe all the way around. That's an E3 right there. With 3 homers, 17 RBI. Hitless in 3 at-bats last night.
Arkansas plays their defense in on the corners.
Skips out of the way, ball 1. Fabian was 0 for 10 last weekend in the Georgia series. Has only 4 hits in his last 26 at-bats.
Remember one of the keys I talked about in this game, Hayden Smith tried to avoid the big inning early. Well, here's your opportunity.
One ball, 1 strike. Derek Fabian doesn't have a hit this year with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 5. Gators trying to add to a 2-0 lead here in the home second inning.
Well, if you got the green light, you're looking for 1 pitch, 1 spot. You're looking for a fastball, maybe outer third over the middle, and that's it.
Not close. Fabian gets an RBI as Smith walks in Kalilau. It is 3-0.
None of those pitches were close. And as a hitter, you're thinking, all right, he may get me with a get me over fastball right here, and I got to be ready to drive it.
So here's Halter, who opened the Gator first inning with a fly ball to center. That would bring in a run if he could repeat that. Halter 0 for 2 with the bases loaded.
There it was. He got the fastball he was looking for, and he swung right through it because he figured, okay, he's going to start me off fastball. He needs a strike, and boy, he let it loose on that swing.
The Gators are hitting just .247 in SEC games this year. That ball hit the right center field with pretty good travel. Way back, and it is caught by Webb at the wall. Another run comes in as Rivera has scored, and it is 4-0 as Halter drives home his 14th run of the year.
That ball was absolutely roasted to right center field. And again, Webb with another great play defensively, getting all the way over there and making the play, keeping it to a sacrifice fly.
So now runners on the corners for the Gators. For Judd Fabian.
Remember, part of our recipe, Gators get that leadoff man on an inning. They did this inning, resulted in a run scored.
Fabian had a bloop double in the shallow center field in the first inning.
If he leaves the fastball out over the plate, Fabian will put a charge into it.
1 ball, no strikes. 92-mile-an-hour fastball evens the count.
Already 36 pitches. Inning in the third.
Fabian tied for 7th in the league in RBI.
Those are pretty good places to put those pitches. You want to be away right here. Fabian has enough power. If he shortens his swing up, he could still drive it.
The 1-2 pitch to Judd Fabian. Here it is. Popped up, shallow right field. Now the wind blows it back. And the Gators advance first to second. But Gassetti still at third base.
Remember, they tried to send Gassetti last week in Athens, and he got thrown out. So maybe that was in the back of Craig Bell's mind. That ball wasn't that deep, but that is a big heads-up play by Derek Fabian going from first to second base. I don't think Arkansas was ready for that. That takes the force out at second now.
You don't see Fabian. You don't see it often, a runner tagging from first to second on a fly ball to right field.
Well, had the throw been down to the cutoff man, they possibly would have had him out, but he airmailed the cutoff man, so that was a mistake by Arkansas right there.
Gators played it conservative with Gassetti at third, but you know, with that wind blowing like that, the fly balls are no sure thing. But now, 2 away for Sterling Thompson. Had a sac fly RBI, robbed of a home run on a spectacular catch by Webb at the fence.
Yeah, his shoulder flew out on that one. I'm sure he's saying to himself, keep your shoulder in.
This was Thompson in the first inning.
He brings this back in the ballpark. Gators eventually scored 2 runs in that inning anyway, but great play.
The 0-2 pitch to Thompson. Grounded foul.
Boy, that was a mistake pitch right there. Had him 0-2 on the breaking ball, came back to a third breaking ball, and left it out a little bit over the plate. Sterling Thompson right here has to be thinking, forget about pulling it. I've got to be thinking middle to left field.
Gators have scored twice in the inning with only 1 hit. Trying to take advantage of a pair of walks and an error. Arkansas's helped them out. The Gators at 19-11 on the year, just 3-7 now in the league. Arkansas 8-2 in the SEC, and 23-5 through the first half of the season. Back up the middle, and battles behind the bag, throws him out. But the Gators scored twice on 1 hit, 1 error, and after 2 innings, it's the Gators 4 and the Razorbacks nothing. Four nothing lead for the Gators on a coolish night at the ballpark. Sweatshirt or a light jacket is appropriate tonight. Those folks sitting on the right field berm getting a little advantage of the remaining sunshine. Peyton Stovall leads off the Razorback third. The Arkansas first baseman hitting .270, 3 homers, 12 RBI. Pops it up. Kalalau looking over near the wall, but just out of reach behind the dugout.
Yeah, Arkansas hitter Peyton Stovall, totally heralded true freshman. D1 Baseball had him as the preseason freshman player of the year.
He had been projected to be a first-round pick last year. In the 21 draft, I should say. Big cut right there. Brandon Sproat threw 35 pitches in the first 2 innings. Struck out 3 Razorbacks. And that's a base hit up the middle. Stovall's 3rd hit in the series, 3 for 5 this weekend.
Now, the Gators have surrendered the leadoff man twice in 3 innings to Arkansas. But remember, last inning, Braden Webb hit into a double play right after that. The ball was absolutely stroked up the middle. And Sproat made a good pitch. I mean, it just shortstop was positioned over Oppo a little bit more.
So now back to the top of the lineup. Here's Caden Wallace. Took a called 3rd strike to open the game. Has one back up the middle. That's into center field. Mirror image base hits, and the Razorbacks have something going here in the 3rd.
These aren't necessarily bad pitches. They're ground balls that find holes through the middle. That pitch was down. It just eludes Rivera, the shortstop. If he's positioned over a few steps, you might have a double play. So if you're Sproat, you can't beat yourself up over these first 2 base runners. You got ground balls.
So now Jace Borfin, the hitter. Gators in tight with Derek Fabian at 3rd. And a curveball for a strike. Borfin looked at a called 3rd strike in the 1st inning.
If you're thinking along the lines of a sacrifice, down 4, don't.
Breaking ball is skied into right field. Coming on will be Thompson to make the catch. 1 away.
And that's what Sproat needed, an unproductive out by the Arkansas hitter. Now you're a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Second baseman Robert Moore stepping in. Drew a walk in the 1st inning. Seven hits over his last 40 at bats. Swings right through that one.
Good changeup.
Moore was 1st team All SEC last year. 283 hitter. Led the team with 16 home runs and with 59 runs scored. Moore is tied for 3rd in the league with 11 doubles.
And about as a clutch hitter as there was last year in college baseball. Got an opportunity here.
Stovall on at 2nd with Wallace behind him at 1st. And the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball at the knees evens the count. Arkansas averages 8 runs a game, but they're hitting as a club just 283, which is 11th in the league.
That pitch was out of the zone, but the pitch prior, the low strike that was called, made Moore have to offer at it. So, well, if he's calling that last pitch a strike, this is borderline. I better swing at it. That was the low strike on the slider. So he kept that in the memory bank and went down for that one, even though it was a ball. But with 2 strikes, you got to protect.
Good stop by Ryopel.
Almost hit Moore right there. And that has been a bugaboo for Gator pitchers. In spots like this season, they've had an inordinate amount of hit by pitches. Gator pitchers have plunked 47 batters this year.
Halter, Rivera, Kalilau. 2nd consecutive inning. The Gators have turned to twin killing. No runs, 2 hits, a man left. Gators leading it tonight 4-0. Bottom of the third, the Gators ahead 4-0. Wyatt Langford made it 2-0 tonight when he batted in the first inning.
Yeah, took a Hayden Smith pitch. It's a little inside-out swing, got it up in the jet stream, along with his own power, and powered it out of here.
Hagen Smith delivers. Smith went 6 innings in his last start against Georgia. Excuse me, in his last start, 6 innings against Mississippi State. Picked up the win. On the ground to the shortstop, Jalen Battles.
We might have 2 of the best shortstops in the country defensively in this ballgame. Battles and Rivera.
So 1 away for the Gators catcher, B.T. Ryopel. These are 2 of the top 3 teams in the league defensively. Arkansas at 1 and the Gators 3rd in the league. Arkansas at .986 fielding percentage, Florida at .981. One ball, 1 strike.
Well, coming up for Smith is pitch 50. Last week against Mississippi State, he went 6 innings through 87 pitches.
Fly ball, right center field. With some carry, and it is gone. Ryopel pokes one over the fence in right center field beyond the 380-foot marker, and it is 5-0.
Keeps that shoulder in, goes down and gets it. And you could see Hagen Smith's reaction. He knew it was trouble, even though initially it looked like Webb may get to it. But we talked about it from the first inning. That's exactly where the wind's going. BT, big-time Ryopel coming through again.
Now, it's never been more apparent tonight that you've got to be a ground ball pitcher. And that's something that Brandon Sprout has been able to do, getting a couple of double plays. But Hagen Smith has been victim of fly balls.
Yeah, to your point, I talked about last inning. Arkansas 2 base hits to start the inning up, but they were just ground balls that found holes. Ground balls will not hurt you tonight.
That's 2 away. First strikeout of the game for Hagen Smith, who has struck out 45 in just under 40 innings of work.
Look at Smith ready to go. As soon as Rivera comes in, if I see a pitcher do that, I'm calling timeout and tying my shoe.
Rivera had a beautiful base hit in the second. With the shift on 3 defensive players to the left side of the bag at second, he hit in that vacated hole where the traditional second baseman would have been.
What I don't like about how he tried to drop that bunt down, he did it at the very last second. The element of surprise he did not need because the third baseman was playing 6 steps behind third. And that's the thing a lot of hitters don't realize. You don't need to bunt for a base hit at the last second. Now watch this. He's at the last. Well, in slow motion, it's not going to be as good. But if you're moving your body real quick at the last second, you're not going to have control of where you're going to do with your bat barrel. You need to show it earlier, especially when you have that third baseman playing 6, 7 steps behind the bag.
Well, the shift didn't work in the second inning, but it worked perfectly right there. As Robert Moore throws him out on the shortstop side of the bag. But the Gators get another run thanks to the bat of B.T. Ryopel. And the Gators now leading at 5-0. Well, the ground crew finishing up the manicuring of the infield at the beautiful Florida ballpark here in Gainesville. Both teams tonight with 4 hits, but the Gators holding a 5-0 lead as we come to the top of the 4th inning. And for the Razorbacks, it'll be the heart of the batting order at 4, 5, and 6. Here's the right fielder Chris Lanzilli.
Boy, he's had that get me over breaking ball all night long, and he's caught a lot of these Arkansas hitters sitting on it and just letting it go for strike 1.
Lanzilli had a 12-game hitting streak this year from March 2nd to March 19th. He hit .465, 20 for 43 over that 17-day stretch.
Mick, it's the command of that breaking ball tonight that's really setting up that fastball.
Well, this is as good as Sproat has looked in the last few starts. Like I mentioned earlier, winless in his last 2, hasn't won since March 12th, but he's been sharp tonight through the first 3 innings.
Yeah, left that one up. Probably the worst breaking ball he's thrown all night, but I think a fastball here gets him.
And Nick, there's no question about it. This is a must-win for the Gators tonight. I mean, you lose 6 straight SEC games.
Oh yeah.
You just can't afford to let any more get away. The Gators' 6-game SEC losing streak is the longest they've had since 2006. Derek Fabian throws him out.
95-mile-an-hour fastball entices another ground ball. And think about this. You win the game tonight if you're the Gators, you got a shot at winning the series. And that changes everything from a momentum standpoint. Because if you can win a series against the number 2 team in the nation, boy, psychologically, everything changes.
Michael Turner led off the second inning with an opposite hit to left. In that 2006 year, the Gators were 28-28 that year. Went just 10-20 in the league. Under Pat McMahon, it was his second to the last season in which he was the head coach. So the Gators are trying to avoid a 7th straight league loss here tonight. Gators have lost 6 of their last 8, including those aforementioned 6 in a row in the league. Two balls, 1 strike to Michael Turner. Turner went 4 for 4 against Illinois Chicago on March the 12th. Including a home run in that game. Playing 4 years at Kent State. He's a native of Warren, Ohio. And he had a good eye laying off and draws a walk to reach first with 1 out. Second walk allowed by Sproat. So the Gators have them right where they want them. Can they turn a double play in 3 straight innings? Here's the center fielder, Braden Webb.
Yeah, he hit into the first one. That was the 1-6-3 double play that Rivera made an outstanding play of catching a ball that was destined to go to the outfield. and then turned it. Cool thing about that Rivera play is how he made the catch and kept his foot on the base at the same time before he made the throw to first. He had to do 3 spectacular things in one play.
Webb was a junior college All-American when he played at Grayson Community College in Texas 2018 and then the big year 2019. And this time Tony Walsh says he went around 2 away.
Nice off speed. He just buries it. Webb can't believe it. Sproat can, though.
So now here's the DH, Brady Slavens, with a base hit tonight.
Whatever you do with this guy, just keep it down. 96 mile an hour. And sink to it. And that's the thing that scouts love about Sproat is the late life, the sink. Not just the 98 4-seamer, 99. It's that 95 with late life 2-seamer.
Had him fooled right there, kind of froze him.
Yeah, and then he backdoors you on a breaking ball.
With that hit by Slavens in the second inning, now has a 5-game hitting streak. He's 7 for his last 15.
That was the changeup right there. Best one he's thrown all night. Let's see if Sully comes back to that one or not. Look at that thing tumble. Just dives away from the left-handed hitter.
Top of the 4th inning with the Gators ahead tonight 4-0. Excuse me, 5-0. This is fouled out of play off to the left.
That's a nice piece of hitting. You get a changeup at 82. Then you got a 98 mile an hour fastball outer 30. Somehow gets a piece of it.
Two outs with Turner at first base.
Let's see if he goes back to the changeup. That was a slider, but that got a lot of the plate. Not a good location for that pitch.
This will be pitch number 70 by Sproat, who again averages about 83 pitches per start. Although Sproat has gone over 100 pitches on 2 starts this year.
It's 97 with run. See, that's big league electric stuff right there. You watch a game tonight, after this game's over in MLB, you probably won't see better than 97 with run.
Kalilau blocks it, and then will tag the runner coming down to retire the side. Kalilau staying right with it. And we go now to the last half of the 4th inning, and the Gators leading it 5-0. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th. Florida leading 5-0. Nick Kalilau getting a facial assist on this one.
Yeah, he wore it. Exactly what he did.
But he kept it in front of him.
I tell you, that is a team play right there, because he did keep it in front of him, and then he made the play himself. Because it was tricky. Is he going to throw it to someone covering? Is someone going to be there? And he had the presence of mind of going to get the hitter himself and make a good defensive play to end the inning. And think about that too. Not just end an inning, but how about this? I always count the first inning as a shutdown inning if you throw a 0 up there, even though your team hadn't scored yet. 4 in a row, I would count. 3 officially shutdown innings for Gators tonight.
Gators got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and another in the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Matt Gassetti. Gassetti's first year was cut short with that wrist injury. Had him played perfectly as he lines out to Robert Moore.
Yeah, but Gassetti still good swing on it. He's been swinging the bat really good as of late, and that's why Gassetti is in the lineup.
Now the Gators' third baseman, Derek Fabian, who walked in the second inning. Hit to right field. Over near the line, and now the wind pushes it away from Lanzelli. And Fabian standing on second base. So each of the Fabians have some unusual looking doubles tonight.
Yeah, a little wind-aided stuff, but the wind does push it back. He settles under it and doesn't realize the strength of the wind and just gets it out of his reach. Just flat out overruns the ball.
So a 1-out double. Now here's the leadoff hitter, Colby Halter. Two fly balls tonight for Halter, both out to center field. The second was a sacrifice fly, Ribby. On the ground to Robert Moore. Will advance Derek Fabian over to third base with 2 away.
Yeah, if you're going to make it out, make it productive, just like Colby Halter did.
So now perhaps Judd Davian can drive in Derek Fabian. Judd 1 for 2 in the game. Leading the club with 31 runs batted in. And a backdoor breaking ball for strike 1.
Now you see the flag still blowing out directly to left center. The higher you hit that ball, the more the wind is up there. Nice stop.
Yes,
right
it
there.
is. That's a run saver.
It really is. The RS stat, and that's one of the advantages of getting that runner over to third base with 2 outs. He could score on something like that.
Look out. That's a foul ball that nearly hit his brother. Of course, Derek was in foul territory. Wouldn't have put him out, but it would have put a little hurt on.
Sure, they've done that in the backyard a few times. You think Derek's ever gotten a bruise from his bigger brother? I would say it'd be almost impossible not to.
Nice play by Moore if he can make it, but he does make it at first base.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. And then to his surprise, he came back.
Here's Rivera on the grass, deep short. Kalala with a pick and hang a star on that play. To space, Peyton Stovall. Now the hitter.
And once again, the old get me over breaking ball, which Sproat has had great command of tonight.
Stovall 1 for 1 with a single up the middle in the third inning. Throw back to first, and Battles returning safely.
Well, that's the last thing you want to do is get picked off down 5 runs. Riopelle does like showing that arm off. Got to pick your spots and element of surprise. You don't want to just throw it down there to throw it down there, because right now you got the double play in order. 5-run lead. If you are going to throw it, try to pick off runner, you got to make sure you got a legitimate shot.
Oh, 2. That ball is slapped to left. That will get in for a base hit. Here comes the throw to third. He's there. And Arkansas is going to run to second base, and they're going to score as the ball gets away. So the Gators failed to execute, and it's now 5-1.
Yeah, it started with Langford. Probably should have thrown it to second to keep the double play in order. Good piece of hitting. Goes down there and gets the off speed. And Langford comes up throwing to third base. And then when the throw goes over to Halter, it gets by him. Langford thought he had a shot at him. That's why he threw it.
Heads up base running by Stovall.
Yeah, once he saw the ball go to third, he knew he had a good shot at second.
They've charged Halter with the error at second base, permitting Battles to score.
Well, however you score, that's a big run for Arkansas. Down 5-0. Run in, runner at second, nobody out.
And the top of the lineup, too, with Caden Wallace. 1 for 2 tonight. Derek Fabian trying to recover. Safe at first base. Gators opening the gates a little here.
Just backs him up. And the throw over. Just a little bit late. So now it's up to Sproat, who's been getting a lot of ground balls. Up to him to get another one here.
Back-to-back Gator errors. And still no one out.
Yeah, this is a tough club, Arkansas. number 2 in the nation. You can't give them 5 outs in an inning.
Jace Borfin standing in there. Borfin was a high school All-American 2020 in Oklahoma City. He was the Oklahoma Player of the Year in 2019. He's a high schooler. Swung right over the top of that. 1-2.
They want to come right back with that pitch. Borfin, this is only his 10th start of the season. In the 8th game of the year, he was shagging fly balls prior to one of their games in BP and ran into the wall and has been out for a while.
Sproat needing a strikeout here if he can get it.
Yeah, try to come back with it, just didn't get a handle on it.
Sproat struck out the side in the first inning. Has only one other strikeout since. Now the 2-2 pitch. Arkansas has won 13 SEC series in a row. That's the longest active streak in the league. The SEC record is 15 series wins in a row. That's held by Florida and Vanderbilt. Judd Fabian making the catch out there, and the runners have to stay put. 2 out.
Good pitch by Sproat. Got him to go after the pitch on an off speed.
Over the course of the Gators' national championship season in 2017 and then bridging over into 2018, Florida won 15 consecutive Southeastern Conference series. That's the record Arkansas is chasing.
You saw Dave Manhorn was upset right there. That's because his runner didn't go back and tag with nobody out. He got over and tagged up way too late. Fabian had already caught the ball, and on that play with nobody out, you go back and tag up on a fly ball deep.
Robert Moore. A walk and a double play ground ball. And this one is skied. Foul territory, Derek Fabian. And staying right with it, 2 away. A big second out, getting the 3-hole hitter.
Yeah, and a guy that has been known to be a hero on many occasions for the Arkansas Razorbacks through the years. And Fabian judging the wind here as that ball is going to come back. You can see he's going to take a couple steps back. As everything hit is going to be ending up a few feet towards the right field wall.
And wisely using that second hand as well.
Yeah, it's great to see, right?
Yeah, you don't see it much anymore. There's so much one-handed catches, but that was a sure-handed grab there. For now, here's Chris Lanzelli.
It's a big out to get.
It really is, because if the Gators can escape giving up just 1 run in an inning in which they committed 2 errors, they'd be very fortunate.
And again, it has 46 career collegiate home runs and the wind blowing out. You could make this a 5-4 ball game.
And he ranks 8th all-time at Wake Forest. Hit 42 home runs at Wake in his 4 years, including 16 in 2019 in his second season there. He was drafted in the 39th round by the Giants in 2019.
Remember, I said in the open, get at least 5 innings for Sproat would be a key. Out away from getting through 5.
2 balls, 1 strike. Lanzelli hitting cleanup. And a breaking ball evens the count.
Sully would love to get at least 6 out of him. Pitch count at 92.
Yeah, he's gone over 100 twice this year. 107 last weekend against Georgia. Had 102 pitches at Miami on March 5th. And he got him chasing the breaking ball. And Arkansas gets but 1 run. 2 hits, 2 Gator errors. We're halfway through tonight. After 4.5 innings, it's Florida 5 and Arkansas 1. The Gators getting 2 runs in the first and again in the second. Another in the third, jumping out to the lead tonight. Brandon Sproat has turned in 5 innings. And the Gators desperately trying to even this series at a game apiece as we come to the bottom of the 5th inning. Three, 4, and 5 hitters against the Arkansas starter Hagen Smith. Thompson with a sac fly tonight, giving him 25 RBI. And there's a base hit into right center field to lead off the 5th.
Try to go off speed, and Sterling Thompson, I think one of the best pure hitters in college baseball, keeps the shoulder in. Watch this. Hands back and rides it up the middle. That's a patient hitter right there.
Each team now with 6 base hits. And here's the Gators left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
Another leadoff hitter getting on for the Gators. Last time the Gators had a leadoff hitter, it was the second they scored to that inning. Wind really picking up now to right center. And straight away.
That smashed past Wallace at third. Thompson digging for third. He'll come across. And on the throw to third, Langford heads up, cruises into second base. So it's credited with a single and a heads-up base running as Langford takes the extra base.
Yeah, I thought for a second we're going to see Borfin throw the ball to second, but he decided to go to third. That ball was picked up by Sterling Thompson very easily. The play's in front of him. He basically walks into third. I thought for sure he was going to go to second base, try to keep the double play in order. But like you said, good heads-up base running by Langford. Once he saw the ball going to third, he took second.
So a golden opportunity for the Gators to now get a couple of insurance runs as BT Ryopel steps in there.
So we saw Stovall for Arkansas do that last inning, taking the extra base on a ball hit to left. Now we saw Thompson for the Gators do it.
Ryopel has had a couple of good swings tonight. Here's one of them in the third inning.
The pitch, it's about knee high, goes down and gets it. Gets it right up there in the zone. Put your whipped cream, ready to go. He spit that out like it was expired.
You mean like it had been in the fridge too long?
Or outside the fridge too long. One or the other. Yeah. He wouldn't mind getting another taste, though, right here.
So you're back on that recipe again.
Well, a full meal by the end of the night.
This one is popped into left field. Borfin takes the measure of it. Runner at third tags. Thompson coming home. Here's the runner going to
lift or anything to the right side.
Yeah.
Just anything to the right side. Ground ball. You got a really good shot with only one guy there, and he's up. And let me tell you, they were working on it this week about hitting the ball up the middle opposite way. I mean, if he throws you inside, you may want to inside out it.
Kalilau is a freshman. He had 8 sacrifice flies. There's a line drive. That's going to be extra bases. Langford scoring. Kalilau cruising in with a stand-up double.
Well, it's hard to stay back sometimes without pulling a hanging slider, and that's what he got. That thing just said, hit me. Slider inner third. Little cement mixer. You'd see him nod his head after he barreled it up. He knew. He got him.
So now the Gators with a 7-1 lead.
And a great answer to the one run that Arkansas put up in the 5th.
Here's Josh Rivera.
Top half, Arkansas shows a little bit of life. They score a run. Gators get out of the inning as Sproat battles through, and then they put up 2 of their own in the bottom. Keep that momentum and then some.
Two runs on 3 hits so far here in the Gators' 5th inning. Rolling out to the shortstop battles. 2 away.
Yeah, got him out in front. Battles covers a lot of ground just like Rivera. Good arm. And remember, Gassetti, one of the hotter Gator hitters right now. He's hitting a lot of balls on the nose. Lined out towards right field at the second baseman his last time up.
So you can close the book now on Hagen Smith. In 4 1/3 innings, he allowed 7 hits, 7 runs, 6 were earned runs. 2 walks, a strikeout, and he threw 77 pitches.
Yeah, and by his career numbers, at worst start of his career, he had not given up more than 3 earned runs in an outing.
Gassetti officially 0 for 2 in the game. Look out, that one's going to come all the way to the backstop. Kalalau moving to third.
This rifles a fastball, just skips. And Turner tries to one-hand it. It's by.
Here's the 2-1 pitch now to Gassetti. Yeah, good block by Turner, 3-1.
Yeah, and that's a lot better way to block a ball right there instead of one-handed. Get your body over there, turn your glove around. Kept the runner at third base. The old RS stat right there, run saver.
And a 2-out walk keeps the Gators batting here in the 5th. Activity continuing out in the Arkansas bullpen. Cole Ramage out there loosening up. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Derek Fabian. There's a look at Ramage. Fabian is the 7th Gator to bat here in the 5th inning.
And once again, big hole on the right side.
Two balls, no strikes.
You almost want to, if you're Arkansas, you may want to think about playing behind Gassetti. Dare him to try to steal. He's probably not going to run, and then that way you get a little more room on the right side.
I think so, because on that ball a moment ago that got away from Turner, Gassetti had a pretty good jump and then stopped. Well, he would have easily made second, because I don't think Turner would throw it down there. But Gassetti has been cautious on the base pass tonight.
He's not a candidate to steal second base. So that's why I say play behind him here in this particular instance. Now, if it was one of the faster Gator base runners, then no, hold him on. But I don't think you roll the dice with Gassetti and have him steal in this situation if you play behind him. Just give you a little more range on any ball hit to the right side, because that right side's wide open for Fabian. And there it is. We have a truck through there.
Kelly now at third, Gassetti at first. And now 3 balls and 1 strike on Derek Fabian with leadoff hitter Colby Halter on deck.
Yeah, they're pitching you away. Derek should be looking away and hit it that way.
Here's a look at Halter.
Now they'll play behind the runner on 3-2, I would assume. So he's thinking, I want that runner from third here.
Got a left-hander on that Arkansas bullpen now. Nick Griffin has joined Ramage. So runners on the corners with 2 out and a full count pitch awaiting Derek Fabian. And he fouled it back.
Arkansas knows they have the offense to get back in this ball game. 4 more cracks at it. So they want to keep this lead right here at 7-1 in favor of the Gators. Dave Van Horn wants this out badly.
Hits it to the right side, but a nice play there by Starks to get off the mound and cover the bag. He doesn't do. Trying to win for the first time in almost a month. He's been sharp tonight. Michael Turner, the Arkansas catcher, hitting in the 5-hole, leading off the Razorbacks 6th inning. Singled and he's walked tonight. He's had a good night at the plate. But Sproats had a good night hanging that deuce up there too. 1-2 on Turner.
Yeah, the changeup's been iffy. The slider's been great. The fastball, for the most part, has been outstanding. He's thrown a couple good changes. He's left a few up, though.
Nice play by Rivera after Sproat had lost his glove trying to deflect the ball. Watch the pitcher's glove here.
He tries to do the old backward thing, and it just the glove fell off. you know, you can't throw and knock down a ball. You can't throw your glove at a ball. If you make contact, the runner gets extra bases for that. But that was an instinctive thing, and the glove just fell off.
Now, Nick, you can't tell me when you were playing sandlot baseball when you're 7 years old, you didn't throw your glove after the ball when it was rolling toward the street.
Yeah, we got pretty good at it, too. Yeah, because if he got it in Harold's yard, he was the guy in the corner. He would come out and steal it, so he had to make sure.
Ball game be over, you keep the ball.
The meanest guy on the block.
I think every town had a Harold.
Yeah. As I got older, he ended up being a nice guy, but we were kids, boy. He somehow knew every time the ball landed on the blade of his grass. He was out there.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Braden Webb.
Yeah, 102 and a lot of strikes.
Popped up, right side. Long run for Halter in fair territory. 2 gone.
And again, another shutdown inning opportunity for Sproat. He's converted on every one of them.
Well, Nick, right now, Sproat is giving the Gators what they need. They've got to keep that bullpen out of this game after getting the torch last night from the pen.
Well, absolutely, because tomorrow you never know what's going to happen there. So you want to keep as many, and then I don't know who's been announced, if they've been announced a starter tomorrow. I don't think so. Perhaps Slater. And he's a guy that sometimes you bring in if you need a 2-3 inning save. So this would keep him as an option to be a starter if Sproat can take him with the lead into the late innings. Oh. Mid-90s gas at pitch 106. Here, I'll just go 98 with you. He wanted to possibly make that the last pitch of his evening at 98. Now, I don't know if Sully will trot him out there for another inning, but this has been fun to watch tonight. And I guarantee you, Sully's loving this.
2 balls, 2 strikes on the 108th pitch of the night. Right through there and fouled back. So this is the longest that Sprout has gone in terms of number of pitches, having surpassed the 107 he threw last weekend at Georgia.
And he looks fresh as a daisy. That's the 2-2, 2 outs.
Ball hit into the lap, will fall in front of Langford. Slavin's second hit of the game.
Every team has a 2-2, 2 out little thing they do. A lot of people, they shake their hats. That's what the Gators make, little motions there. And that's the changeup. He's able to get a little something on it, keep the inning going. Slavin's a good hitter. Started off slow, but really starting to come on.
Razorbacks with 7 hits. Jalen Battles will come up now.
Remember a year ago, Battles is the MVP of the SEC tournament.
Here comes Kevin O'Sullivan out to the mound.
Yeah, he's right at that 1-9, 110 pitch count. I think he wants to lift him right at that number.
The crowd coming to its feet.
Good slider.
And it has a very different delivery.
Yeah, that low 3/4 delivery is the reason why he's effective. He's got deception. He pitched in last night's ball game. Through an inning, faced 4 hitters, gave up a hit, and had a strikeout.
Almost kind of a slingshot delivery. Slavin's moving to second base.
Let me tell you, him down at second base would be a pickup, real pick-me-up, and the ball gets through. They call it a wild pitch, but this is one of those where BT Riopel would say, darn it, that's on me. If they could pick up this run here with 2 outs, it'd be a little bit of a lift for them.
Yeah, especially since the inning started with a ground ball out and a pop out. Got a 2-out hit by Slavins, then the wild pitch, and now here's Battles trying to drive home the runner. Game is far from over, but when you're in this situation, Sure, the Hogs are trying to at least get some momentum back in the dugout, if not for this game, for starting tomorrow's game. Langford in left, standing under it. Inning is over. No runs a hit, a man left. Arkansas stranded 7 runners. We go to the last of the 6th inning. 7-1 Florida. Gators trying to turn the tables on the Razorbacks tonight after Arkansas won the series opener 8-1 last night. In fact, for Arkansas, it was the 9th consecutive series opening win they've had. But the Gators tonight holding a 7-1 lead, coming here to the last of the 6th inning, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Razorbacks, their 3rd of the game, right-hander Cole Ramage.
Yeah, 14th appearance on the year. All of those in relief. Guy that throws it low 90s, sinker, pitchability guy. He's been at Arkansas for a while, actually since 2018. Pitched a couple of times last weekend against Mississippi State, the last game of the series. Gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, and that was in a 1-inning stint.
So Dave Van Horn getting a new pitcher out as the Gators have the top of the batting order to start here the 6th. It'll be Colby Halter, followed by Judd Fabian, and then Sterling Thompson. Final game of the series here tomorrow afternoon. Hope that you can join us. Nick and I'll be with you at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Breaking ball, strike 1 to Halter. Officially 0 for 2 tonight, but has a sacrificed fly RBI.
I like the idea to bunt there because the third baseman's way over. See, again, just showing it too late. He doesn't need to, or showing it, yeah, very late. You don't need to show it that late because the third baseman is so far over. It's not about the element of surprise anymore. It's about the placement of the bunt. And when you show it at the last second, you don't have a good command of the bat. It's just too much too quick. Where he's standing at third base, all you got to do is get it on the ground towards third. That's a long way to run. The element of surprise is so overrated when you bunt for a base hit.
Nick, is that the only element of baseball? It's the only one I ever hear talked about. When they talk about the elements of baseball, there's always at the top of the list is surprise, but I don't know what follows.
I think it was Einstein that said that. It's one of the elements that, because you saw the hairdo. Yeah. It's an element of surprise.
Maybe the picture or the painting, whatever, of Einstein was done on a windy day. Maybe that's what he never looked like that hardly at all.
Well, wind was blowing out that day.
But on that day, you had that look.
Now, if we could mix Pythagoras in this broadcast, we're in business.
Yeah, that's Greek to me. Ramage damage right now.
Well, huh. A little low and away from my angle.
2 away, Sterling Thompson hitting. Led off the 5th with a base hit and scored. Also with a sac fly. Thompson all-SEC freshman team last year. Hitting .301 in his initial season. Fouled out of play to the left side. Pretty impressive inning for Cole Ramage, striking out the side. We move into the 7th inning tonight. It's the Gators 7 and the Razorbacks 1. Peyton Stovall leading off here in the 7th inning. Takes strike 1 from Blake Purnell. Good night for the Arkansas first baseman at the plate. 2 for 2. Single to center and a single to left. Stovall has 4 hits in this series.
That's why Purnell's in this ball game. Throw strikes, put the pressure on the offense to put it in play.
Derek Fabian cutting in front of the shortstop, throws him out.
And that's exactly what he did. Got ahead in the count, made him hit the pitcher's pitch, and a weak ground ball to third.
Now here's leadoff hitter Caden Wallace, native of Greenbrier, Arkansas. Ranked the top prospect in Arkansas 2 years ago. Wallace hit 2 home runs against the Gators last year in the SEC tournament. Back on May 20th last year.
See, that arm angle that comes out of there for Purnell, hard to pick up right on right. So 89 looks like about 95. Just pick it up late. He hides it so well. When he turns his body, it looks like it's coming out somewhere about mid-uniform. That's not the spot that a right-handed hitter is usually looking at to pick up a ball. They're usually looking above the head. That's why the deception is there. That's why he's late on it. See, 89, and they're late on it. You had Sprode out there throwing 98, and you're getting the same effect here with 89.
That pitch had some run.
They're just fighting it off.
Came right in on his hand.
Yeah, and when you pick it up late like that, get the late life run on it. It's a defensive swing. Now he's got to set up for a slider.
Little flare. Hit them where they ain't. Second hit tonight for Wallace.
Yeah, came back with the fastball, rode in on the hands, and he just fought it off, and it found a home. Great pitch. I mean, all you could do is what Halter did, just lay out for it. Halter plays hard. That's all you can ask out of your ball players.
Now here's Jace Borfin. Not sure why he still has the shades on over the hat there.
Yeah, it's been like that for years. Guys just, they have it for part of the game. He's leaving on. I don't care if they go 20 innings, it'll be still on. Yeah. Yep. They had a 20-inning game down in Miami, FIU, a couple of weeks ago.
The Atlanta Braves don't allow that. Wearing those glasses open. on the hat like that.
Oh, I thought you said they don't allow 20 innings.
No, they probably don't like that either. You can't cover that that A on the hat.
There you go.
Purnell was coached first base on the throw. Wisely listened and got the out of Borfin.
Yeah, another defensive swing. Another pitch that ate up an Arkansas hitter. Watch this. So he just makes a nice play, step, throw in time to get the second in.
Wallace at second base. 2 gone. Here's Robert Moore. A walk, a double play ground ball, and a pop out to the catcher, Ryopel, on the books tonight for Moore. Moore hit for the cycle against Central Arkansas in a game last year. He had 6 RBI in that game. It's not a bad day's work.
I would assume Robert Moore's a big fan of ex-Gators Jackson Carr and Brady Singer. Since they're a member of the Royals and his dad's the president.
That's right. Derek Fabian is over and will make the play in foul territory to retire the side. No runs a hit. Another hog left on base. They've stranded 8 runners. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Gators leading 7-1. Seven runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Gators tonight. A run on 8 hits with 1 error for the Razorbacks. Bottom half of the 7th inning here at Florida Ballpark. Wyatt Langford leads it off. A home run, a single, and 2 runs scored for the Gators left fielder. Cole Ramage struck out the side when he came on in the 6th inning as the 3rd Arkansas pitcher of this game. Gators roughed up the starter Hagen Smith in 4 1/3 innings. Got to him for 7 runs, 6 of them earned. Right at the center fielder Braden Webb.
Boy, Langford seeing the ball good. Hitting everything on the screws tonight.
BT Ryopel has a home run tonight back in the 3rd inning. Also has a sac fly RBI.
Boy, what he's brought to this ball club this year. Veteran presence. Handles the pitching staff. Hits for average. Hits for power. Well, I don't know if he's a grad transfer, a portal transfer from Coastal Carolina.
That's a base hit to right. Second hit of the night for Ryopel. Game against Virginia. May 17th, 2018. Yeah, that's right in there for a called strike. And that same year, he hit 2 home runs against Florida State and against Gardner Webb. Hit 2 home runs against Clemson as well. So he's had some multiple games with 2 or more home runs. He's got a 5-game hit streak on the line here tonight. One ball, 2 strikes. Look out over there at the dugout.
Came in with that fastball with run on it. Let's see if they stay in there or throw a slider out or throw it away and see if Lanzilli will chase it.
Lanzilli from Stoneham, Massachusetts. Takes strike 3, a beauty on the inside corner. Struck out for the 3rd time tonight.
Came right back in there. And Purnell is hitting all his spots tonight. Look at this thing run back in and catch the corner. Nice job framing it too by Riopel to get the call. Purnell on fire tonight.
Leadoff man retired. Now here's catcher Michael Turner. Pitch is fouled down the left side near the berm, but just out of reach of the left fielder, Wyatt Langford, who throws the ball into the berm area, and some youngsters have a souvenir. Arkansas 23-5 on the year, 8-2 in the league.
One of our recipes for tonight was to keep Arkansas leadoff hitters off the bases. They got the leadoff guy on 5 times last night. Tonight, 3 times, but twice the next hitter came up and hit into a double play.
That was huge for the Gators defense to turn 2 in the 2nd and again in the 3rd inning.
So Sproat did not let the leadoff guy that got on to lead off the 2nd and the 3rd inning, didn't let it get any further than the next hitter.
Two balls, 1 strike to Turner. And the Gator pitchers have held the opponents to 5 runs or less. The Gators are 17-2 on the year. Halter in and over with an underhand toss, 2 away.
Halter made that look easy. That was a tricky little short hop at the end. You have to have nice soft hands to make that play that he did. He made that look so easy to the crowd, but this last hop right here, that's tricky. That could ride up the webbing of your glove, hit you in the heel of your glove, all kind of things. Nice comeback to get Turner to roll over that pitch by Purnell. Great defense by Halter. We've seen it all year.
Braden Webb looks at ball 1.
Halter, Tuesday night's game against Florida A&M, did not get a hit, but he made like 4 outstanding defensive plays. Sometimes it gets unnoticed when you have an offer. And what I love about that too is he doesn't let an offer get out on the field and take it out there defensively. He plays hard.
One pitch, lofted into center, and it will fall in front of Judd Fabian. There's a 2-out base hit.
They've had a few of those tonight. Just find a perfect spot, not hit well at all. Wooden bat, they don't leave the infield.
So Webb now has a 4-game hitting streak with 7 base hits in his last 15 at bats. First hit of the game for Webb. Here's the designated hitter, Brady Slavens. He's had a couple of knocks tonight. 2 singles. The Gators getting some much needed pitching tonight. They came into this game dead last in the league in earned run average in conference games. 8.07. High and deep to right, but it'll curve and be in foul territory.
Well, wind's still blowing out. Not as severe as earlier in the ball game, but still a factor. But right now, for Arkansas, they got to get base runners down to their final 4 outs. Not a threat to steal, one would think.
And Nick, this is critical right here because the Gators are in a good position to win this game, but you want to win it with momentum going upward and not allowing Arkansas to get a run here, maybe 2 or 3 in the 9th, and the Gators hang on to win. And all of a sudden, Arkansas says, hey, we got over the hump last night.
We saw that a few weeks ago with LSU.
That's right.
That's right.
That's it. You got to keep them down. Gators won the first game of the LSU series and haven't won a league game since.
Yeah, and it was late in the LSU loss that they scored a few runs, got a little momentum going for the next 2 days.
Ball struck well. Fabian turns his back to the plate, goes way back, hits off the wall at 400 feet. Webb comes around third. Slavens will walk in with a triple. And it's 7-2.
That ball was crushed. Slavens really hitting the ball well. Started off a little slow this year and has been on fire. And this ball, he goes down and gets it and almost hits it out of here at 400 feet. It's going to bounce off the wall and it's got a lot of backspin on it. By the time Fabian got to it, an easy triple.
The 8th triple on the season for Arkansas. They're 5th in the league in 3 base hits. Now here's Jalen Battles with a home run cut.
And to avoid the scenario that you just were talking about, you want to shut this inning down right here.
Battles singled and scored back in the 5th inning. That pitch looked pretty good.
You're really just looking to pitch to contact right here.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got a good defense behind you.
Josh Rivera on to Kendrick Calloway. Inning is over. Razorbacks get a run on 2 hits. Last of the 8th coming, and the Gators ahead 7-2. It's the last half of the 8th inning. Arkansas's out hit Florida 10 hits to 9. The Gators with a 5-run lead. It'll be the lower third of the batting order. In the 3rd inning of relief from Cole Ramage, who's faced the minimum 6 hitters in 2 innings. Gave up a 7th inning single with 1 out, but the next hitter grounded into a double play. So here's Josh Rivera. Gators shortstop, 1 for 3. Goes after the first pitch. Battles comes in and throws him out.
So smooth, Jalen Battles. Made that look easy, and it wasn't.
Now the Gators catch, or the DH. Sometimes a catcher, but in the DH role tonight, Matt Gassetti.
Yeah, it's gotten on twice in 3 at bats and whined out his other time.
He had the shift on. And Moore does a nice job, even though he kind of double clutched in the glove. Made a fine throw, 2 away.
Yeah, it's fun to watch those guys up the middle play. They're both some of the best defenders in the country up the middle. Moore had to put a little hair on that one because his body was running away with all that momentum and got it there in plenty of time.
Derek Fabian has been on base twice tonight with a walk and with a ball hit to right. The wind blew back into play and away from Chris Lanzilli. It was a wind-blown double. Looking ahead to the Arkansas 9th inning, they'll have the number 9 hitter leading off, Peyton Stovall, and then back around to the top. Now the 2-1 pitch. Right in there for a called strike 2.
And one of the decisions next inning, will Kevin O'Sullivan send Purnell out there to finish it off, or will he go to the pen for the 9th?
Off for the Hogs. 2 hits tonight. The Arkansas first baseman, 2 for 3. In fact, Stovall having a fine weekend series with 4 hits. A big turnaround from last weekend when he went 0 for 13 against Mississippi State.
Normally, you'd probably take a strike in this situation, but got a guy on the mound that doesn't walk anybody. 2 walks on the year.
The Gators tonight scored twice in the first, twice in the second, 1 in the third. Arkansas got a run in the 5th, but the Gators answered with 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Arkansas scored a run in the 8th, 7-2 Florida. Again, the shortstop, Josh Rivera, throws him out. Back-to-back ground balls going out to Rivera.
And like we said, keep the leadoff man off the bases. Well, they did that in 9 innings 6 times. We chronicled 2 out of 3, followed right up with a double play.
Caden Wallace with 2 hits tonight and 4 at-bats. Goes after the first pitch, drives it deep, but Fabian drifts back and makes the grab in front of the warning track for 2 out here in the 9th inning.
This scenario could not be better for Kevin O'Sullivan. His starter, Sproat, goes out there and throws a sparkling 5 2/3, and then his other guy, Purnell, comes in, is out away from closing the deal. There's Sproat. What a job he did tonight. And they needed him badly, and he came through.
And Purnell trying to go the final 3 1/3. And there's the ground ball to Halter. And this game is all over. And the series is even.